What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another daily hack. What is going on today, Ron?
Oh, nothing. Just kind of getting things rocking. Can't wait to talk some vodcast.
Yeah. What is today? Wednesday, part three of our vodcast week. And yes, you need one, but we're going to get into that in a bit. But today, Ron, I was hoping to talk about how we use, because we have the vodcast, because we have this setup,
Mhm.
the other things that we can use this for and other people can use this for are abundant, right? I'm specifically thinking today of trainings, of events, and like you personally ran someone else's event a
Yeah,
few months back, and just the whole process of things that you can do besides your show once you have this stuff set up.
absolutely. So yeah, you were talking about we produced a show for her, and all she had to do was focus on her selling whatever it is that she was, and we put up the graphics, we put up the transitions, we put up the slideshows. And she didn't have to worry about any of that stuff. So her webinar became very frictionless and it was live. We obviously knew what was going to be talked about. So we were able to kind of get it set up and ready to go. And it went off without a hitch. So you can use these vodcasts for those types of pieces. You can record it, break it up into micro content like we do. And your social will never be wondering what you need to post because you'll have an abundance of content.
Yeah, 100%. So we produce that person's show. Other people that do webinars all the time, I think, and I'm like, gosh, if only they had it set up like their podcast with their logos and their branding. And one thing that I love is, even like on the interview we did yesterday, when he had his website, it's one thing to say go to gethhm.com, but it's another thing to have the website actually show for anybody that's watching, right? So Rialto Marketing, that was Tim Fitzpatrick, that was on our show yesterday, and he had a special site just for us, right?
Yeah.
But somebody could easily right now go to HH or get HHM, and I can say it over and over. But those that are visually abundant with their training, they need the visual aspect of it. That's me, right? Like I need to see, like someone said, get what it was it, right? Like let me see it, and then I can go and copy that. So that's another piece that I love with the vodcast aspect. But when we do it with training, and there's so many people that actually do live trainings, live webinars, and so this is just another tool that, again, if you have your show that you're doing on a regular basis, becomes just super, super easy to execute.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's one of those pieces that, again, we have a system, we have the process, we have all of these pieces where you can just plug in your X, Y, and Z to make it yours. So it's not like we're saying recreate the wheel. Just surround yourself with people that know what they're doing and can help you amplify your message. So by you amplifying your message, by you amplifying your brand of yourself, what's going to happen, Corey?
Your business is going to grow.
Well, that's right. You're going to increase your visibility, traffic, and sales simultaneously because you're amplifying you, which amplifies your business.
Yep, 100%. So, on that note, speaking of trainings, guess what? We've got a little 30-minute training that we're doing for free tomorrow afternoon, 3:30 Mountain Time, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be using this whole platform like we do for our podcast.
That's right. That's right. And it's something that I know everyone's going to love. It's only 30 minutes. Make sure you don't miss it. But guys, it's basically going to help you start to amplify your message.
Yep, 100%. Okay, so vodcast, you need one. You need an amplifier message. You need some kind of show, and a vodcast is a way to do it. Now, if you're only doing YouTube, that's okay. You can still do the vodcast.
Yep.
If you're only doing Facebook, that's okay. You can still do the vodcast,
Yep.
right? Or you can have it go to all three places like we've been doing this week, where it went to Facebook and YouTube. And then the day after, it's going to the podcast platforms, right?
Yep.
So this episode that we're recording right now on a Wednesday will be live actually on Friday on iTunes and iHeartRadio and Amazon and Stitcher and Google and everywhere else that they have a podcast. It's there, and it all starts with recording at one time, right?
Yep.
So my favorite word of the day, and I credit the Biz Bros, Luis and Luis, for this, but frictionless.
Yep.
Hashtag frictionless. We try to make our entire uh, process frictionless. So, speak on that a little bit and how a vodcast can help you be frictionless.
It's super easy. You go live. So you set it up, you go live, you're live now. Then you just save it and you upload. That's it. There's very little editing to do, if any. And then you've now checked it off your box. So we've figured out this hack, if you will, that will help you get time back in all of your publishing that you're trying to do. And you're actually going to increase the amount of time and places you are simultaneously. So, how many times have we heard this, Corey? You guys are everywhere. I don't know how you guys do it. We're actually doing it less often, even though people are thinking we're everywhere, because we figured out this crazy, amazing, cool hack that we're able to amplify what we do, how we do it, and where we do it without any paid ads and without increasing our time, but actually decreasing the amount of time we put into it. So then we can actually focus on things that are more important.
Yeah, 100%. That is, we when we started the podcast, we knew we wanted to go live in Facebook. We
Right.
were already very consistent with our podcast itself. But then we were like, oh, how do we do two things at once? Oh, how do we build a YouTube channel as well? Right. Like, and honestly, there's still a lot of stuff we need to do on YouTube to truly build it the right way. But we're
Right.
getting content right there right now, even before we do all the other stuff with SEO and proper thumbnails and whatnot, because this just goes right there. And I remember before we did the podcast, you would upload our show to the podcast platforms, and then like for 24 hours it seemed you would be uploading a show to YouTube, and now
Forever.
you don't even have to worry about that.
Now it took forever. I don't know what the deal was, but I remember back when we started, yeah, that upload to iTunes or to YouTube just took forever, forever. And now that it's instant, why would I go back?
Yeah, exactly. All right, so I guess what is it worth to get your time back, right? Like, what is it worth to someone out there if they could be in multiple places at once and get their time back? So I'm going to ask you directly, Ron, and what was it worth to you?
Well, we were able to focus on more important things like selling. So if you're selling something and an average sales call, let's say, is 30 minutes, okay, and you're selling something for $5,000, say hypothetically here, and you're getting an hour back of your time to focus on those sales calls, your time you just got back is worth $10,000. Right?
Yeah,
I mean,
100%.
it's really that simple. So it's whatever you can focus on that generates your money or your revenue or your income, whatever that is, or whatever your hourly rate is what you're getting back, or you're just spending more time with your family, or you're having a little bit more work-life balance, or you're having a crazy little picnic in the living room. Whatever that is for you that is important to you, that you can get that back because that's an hour that you didn't have before.
Yep, 100%. So it could be worth $1, it could be priceless, or somewhere in between. And I know time is the one commodity that we never get back. So why not find ways to get it before you use it, right? And So a vodcast is the way to go. But that's it for today's daily hack. Stay tuned. We will keep rolling with the daily hack this week. And don't forget, tomorrow in the group, we're going to do a 30-minute training at 3:30 p.m. Mountain Time. Can't wait to see you there.
Yeah, guys, looking forward to it. Get in the group.